Right.
I would favor Navi on the draft.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I predicted Vici to win this 2-1, but based off the draft, I think Navi can easily take this.
I agree.
Easy winners for me. All right, good stuff. We're going to go back to the commentary team for our third and final game in our first quarterfinal of the day. Take it away, Cinderin and Toby1.
Looks like Super is having some fun here with FNG.
FNG is so dead.
There's a Plasma Field level 1. One attack and Plasma Field it, or he doesn't care. He physical DPS's the FNG down, so that means you've got a lot of money now coming into Super. That goes towards the Buy Me a Mech fund. And I'm still looking at well, face boots as well. Did he actually buy face boots? Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought face boots, and he also bought the headdress too. He can buy both.
Ice. He wanted that last hit really bad. He gets to pay for it.
And Luna gets the kill with the Lucent Beam.
Easy pickings. This new path here in the Radiant bottom lane just makes for some really interesting gank potentials, especially for a hero like Rubik, who can initiate from a pretty long distance and then toss back into the Luna there. Very nice kill here from Navi.
Yeah, with the old school. Well, Brewmaster Split's being used here in the middle lane. They're searching for Super. They'll get their first one off. FNG's going to lend the Paralyzing Cask as well. Super, not enough life points. Phase Boots, if he set up in towards the air, which takes away his movement speed, but they've got enough damage. They're deep behind the tower, but Super does go down. Brewmaster back into his normal self. And FY was searching for some kind of extra space here. But Vanskor was able to hold him out with a telekinesis, but Dendi, he triggers DD rune. But they don't really have a way. Sentry Ward, the bouncing cask. Fire Strike, he'll get himself away from Funnick. The cast followed him up. The Courier's actually coming in the middle of this now. Concussive shot. Throwing out there with the extra seal and iceiceice. Funnick, you'll get the Hoof Stomp off. FY staying very, very close there. Takes the double-edged damage. And who picked up the 4-star? It's just ET?
Yeah. I was not expecting that from the Elder Sign. It's a great item on pretty much.
Oh, Navi, they're looping.
Game,
they're looping. Iceiceice, the Spirit actually runs through two of them already. They'll trigger the ulti, then the Plasma Field of Vorce triggers his BKB. Dendi, he's already low on life. Fenrir, he's got to turn and seal him up. Mystic Flare not available because he gets Hoof Stomped up. Vorce triggers the ulti, but Fenrir is the only one who really takes damage from it. Dendi on 232 life points. He'll have to come back in, but the ET Splitter, it picked up the Witch Doctor, it picked up the Rubik. So the cores are still left here, and the Brewlings, they won't survive long. We've already got the Fire Brewling low on life. It's just Centaur as well as Dendi. Funnick and Dendi running themselves away. They're sticking with the Earth Brewling. They'll send the Bristle up in towards the air. And Iceiceice attempting to stop the Burrow Strike. They waited him out perfectly. And Brewmaster not splitting up. 4 heroes for the price of 1. And they blew every ulti they had apart from Death Ward. Because the ET splitter from Iceiceice was perfect through the tree line.
Yeah, that was such a good initiation again from Vici Gaming. And the absolute crucial thing is getting the Ancient Seal on the Brewmaster. It wasn't really initiation from Vici, it was Navi initiating pretty poorly, to be honest. The smoke broke, and then they still pursued through. They used the BKB on Luna on half health together with a Stampede, and they didn't even catch up from that. So 2 of the really important things for the team fight were kind of thrown out the window before it even started. And Vici Gaming just kited them around and then easily cleaned them up at the end. So making quick work of that fight, and they got themselves about a 5,000 additional golden experience lead in that one swoop here. So we're now on the 10K mark.
Oh, that's pretty fun, man.
For Navi right now.
Refreshes up.
Yeah.
It's on the Courier right now.
Oh, they're going to go right now. This is probably going to be the end of the game right here on this Navi pull out some sort of miracle play.
Well, let's see how it goes. Already Black, low on life, so the Aegis Immortal is going to trigger now. Funnick jumps in, went for the Hoof Stopper Super. He got the BKB off. Starts his ultimate already. Remember, he's going to have a secondary BKB. The ET Splitter completely wafted, but the damage from Super. He just has a full-on crack at it. And this is going to be Death Ward forcing Black out a little bit more, but the Burrow Strike from onto FNG from FY already stops this one up, and Black triggers his own BKB. Super's already just let the Refresher Orb go, and the second ulti is up and running. And now back up, they trigger Crimson Guard. But with the buyback coming up from the Rubik, they decide just to play it safe. This is still a single elimination bracket.
I think at this point, Navi will definitely be losing the range barracks here in the mid lane. The question is, can they hold the melee once again? Good telekinesis.
Actually going to try here on Super.
I'm not sure about this, but then again, Vorce, there's a lot of him. The bouncing glaives, FY, they've already got the kill over on the Rubik. They're buying time for Dendi, but they've lost to Vorce. He's down the tier 3 tower. And he's down for 74 seconds. That is a long time. FNG letting the ulti go with the Hoof Stomp. They might kill off Super, but in comes FY. Super does go down. but the revenge killer's there instantly. Now they move over to Funnick. The Ghost is protecting him from Black, but the physical DPS, he's plus 250 over on the Bristleback. The Brewlings, they're there to try and slow him down.
Nice
the body block from Dendi, but will it really be enough? He'll send at least iceiceice up into the air, but Black, he stands his ground. He just keeps running away right now. He's got enough immunity, forced up down. Now Dendi back out of Brewmaster form, will be dropped down by the Skywrath ulti, and VG Gaming will enter the Na'Vi base and claim the middle ranks 100%, but how much more will they claim? Time will tell.
Yeah, they'll definitely get the top melee as well. I'm imagining they'll take that and then back off. Just play it safe here and not get too much in over their heads. Or maybe they're just going to
They're splitting. iceiceice will take the top, and the rest of them will move bottom lane. Super Salty's off cooldown in 4 seconds time, and he has Refresher off cooldown. So we got double BKBs, double Eye of the Storms. The buyback comes from Centaur and Super. Well, he already turns on the first Eye of the Storm. Refresher up, second Eye of the Storm. These towers are going to melt. Not to mention the heroes. Poor little Vanskor. A Grand Magus was never designed for this kind of power and wear and tear. Funnick, he tried to use his Stampede, but he is gone. They've lost the two. The TPs are coming back in again. FNG, he melts in the lining. Avors tries to battle up against Super. It's good bouncing glaives. Black actually working against his teammates with the Malediction. There's your loser beam. Avors to pick up a double kill. They push iceiceice back. They need to get close towards him. 4-staff up, puts the Spirit behind him. And Fenrir is also on the run. Mystic Flare is off cooldown. The Lucent Beam trying to slow him down. In mid lane, the SK still keeping that pressure on. In fact, I think he's looking for an extra pick-off over an FNG. He won't catch it. Fenrir, a Lucent Beam. Dendi still not close enough. Blink Dagger, 2 seconds, 1 second. Then he can jump. The Stomp, though, try and be in the right position, and Dendi, Drunken Haze, they'll turn. The damage on iceiceice plus 168 on him. Dendi, the BKB, into the clamp. The Eclipse as well. They'll pick up Fenrir. They need another stun, and they've got it. Iceiceice will go down. Avors to pick up a double kill by the epicenter. On the way in from the SK, there's nowhere near enough damage to get a kill. He'll force up away. He's sticking on the run after Avors at the moment. FY, some confidence. He's still walking around with the gem too. There's no support from his teammates. He blinks up. He's got Burrow Strike again. FY is just trying to play man mode. He goes into Invis, and they actually bait the Brewmaster split. They'll try and drag him out. The stun to FY. They should be able to pick up this kill. Na'Vi, they actually drag back a whole bunch of kills, and maybe enough to keep a fighting chance here. I don't know if it's really going to be enough, though. They did manage to kill off all of VG Gaming, but the cost is great. He's keeping his stacks up. It's rather mana intensive.
Yeah.
But he wants to make sure he
Shiva's guard. It's going to take a while to run out of mana on a Bristleback then. He could do this for like
30
2
and
minutes
35.
straight.
That's it.
Almost.
Well, up he comes now. So 4 points up in that wall path, and they beat down the tower. The Burrow Strike, they got Avors. That's the big one. The Refresher ult is going from Super. Avors will buy back. FNG stuck in the tree line, and Super just sends his ground. Double kill for him. They're attacking into the racks. Now the oldie Dendi. He's holding onto his split for the moment. They've still got this Acre Simon on the back of Black, and Vanskor and Funnick, they're still trying to fight, but in comes your epicenter from FY. That'll finish the job. Super on a triple kill. Avors with the dieback about to happen. There it is. The Satanic may have been completed, but the Brewmaster is the only one left alive for Na'Vi. Dendi holding the ground, but he's losing his Brewlings. He's losing his racks. The range is the only thing that stands between VG Gaming and Mancreeps, and GG. Na'Vi will be eliminated. The first team out of ESL1. VG Gaming will progress themselves through into the semi-finals, and we'll have a very well-deserved rest for the rest of the day to come back tomorrow to play in that semi. But for now, Cinderin, we're finishing up here, and we're jumping back over the panel for their thoughts.